In terms of the international scope that this comes with, Dave, I mean, what are you looking at in terms of there's now going to be a lot of international broadcasters that have been associated with WWE, and what is the what is the space going to look like for these broadcasters? And like a lot of this, we have to look at AEW. Like, does this help their international footprint when so much of the WWE product will be concentrated on a Netflix platform?
I would think so, because you have these stations that have historically carried WWE that will no longer be doing so. And if they have any interest in wrestling, AEW is the obvious place to go. And, AEW lags greatly behind internationally from WWE. So I feel like certainly on an international basis, it helps AEW. I think even on a domestic basis, it probably helps, in the sense that, well, put it this way, they didn't get on WBD. That would have been a disaster for AEW. So that was the worst case scenario. And it looks like the worst case scenario for AEW is alleviated for 10 years, really.
Do you sense that this doesn't really change your outlook in terms of the AEW rights? Like, certainly this clears the deck for WBD. Otherwise, when you're looking at it, is AEW in all that different of a position today with
domestically?
this deal? Domestically,
yeah. I mean, that really depends on the stations that WWE was negotiating with, and if they were to go and kind of had done like lots of work and gone, you know what, this wrestling thing isn't so bad, then could they be vying for AEW when AEW could be, when AEW can legally start discussions on those things? Theoretically, yes. It doesn't, put it this way, it doesn't hurt the rights negotiations. Where it hurts as WWE gets stronger financially, it hurts AEW because they'd have to pay more for talent, and their popularity. It's like, we've seen as WWE, if popularity goes down, AEW's is going to go up generally. And as WWE's go up, AEW will suffer in the process. It doesn't always have to be that way. But traditionally in wrestling, when you're looking at like a kind of like a two-party competition, whether it's cities or regions or whatever, the usual thing is that, as the dominant one gets bigger, the other one ends up going away. So in that sense, long term, could that hurt AEW? Ticket selling wise, yeah. But domestic rights fees, I don't think it hurts, and it could help. Yeah.
Dave, do you have any idea when the exclusive negotiating window for AEW ends? I got the impression that at least fairly recently that they were not out of the exclusive negotiating window if it had even begun. And we've seen with I think the NBA deal, their exclusive negotiating window with their incumbents is going to be later on, I think in March. So it looks like that there's like an exclusive negotiating period, and then that ends, and then you can talk to outside parties. So I'm just trying to think of like if they're going to talk to people other than WBD, when that could begin. I don't know if you've heard anything about that.
Yeah, I don't have a date. I just know that as of today, we haven't reached that date. So like they can negotiate Ring of Honor anywhere in theory, but I don't think they're going to negotiate Ring of Honor until the WBD thing gets settled. So while they can do it legally, I don't think they're going to do it. And then the WBD thing right now, they're still in the exclusive phase. Yeah.